AI is becoming easier to measure and cheaper to run, where engineers once relied on intuition. New results attach error certificates to deleted KV cache context, quantify how much information LoRA adapters write, and replace quadratic attention with a faster hybrid design for NVIDIA video models. The common shift is from treating behavior as opaque to measuring what information is retained, memorized, and recomputed. We'll see where these tools work, where their guarantees stop, and what they imply for deploying Qwen, Llama, and next-generation video systems. Let's explore the first paper, Error Certificates for KV Cache Eviction via Randomized Design. Peng Xie of the Technical University of Munich argues that deterministic KV cache eviction, including top-K strategies such as H2O and SnapKV, cannot reliably estimate the attention error caused by deleting tokens. Unseen evictive values can change arbitrarily, while every retained statistic remains identical. The proposed remedy is certainty plus Poisson tail sampling with known inclusion probabilities, a Hadget correction implemented as the logit offset log1 pi I, and a retained set Sen-Yates-Grundy variance estimator converted into an empirical Bernstein error certificate. It requires no training or new matrices and supports an e-process extension for trajectory-wide monitoring. In offline replays of Qwen 2, 5:1, 5B, certificate coverage reached 96.9% at the 12.5% budget, while certificate to attention error Spearman correlation reached 0.943 across 4 models, Qwen 2, 5:1, 5B, and 7B, Llama 3, 1.8B, and Mistral 7B, V0. 3 on 4 ruler-style tasks. Certificate failure AUC was positive in 16 of 16 cells with mean 0.836. The real-world long-bench study is more restrained. Failure prediction AUC was only 0.555 at 6K contexts and 0.572 at 16K, losing to mean output log probability. The certificate's practical advantage is attribution rather than prediction. Among failures is separated cache-induced from inherent errors, with AUC 0.749 at 6K and 0.727 at 16K, outperforming confidence signals and improving recomputation scheduling. Randomization therefore makes compression damage identifiable, but it does not reveal whether the model will fail overall. Let's explore the second paper. How many bits can an adapter write measuring the capacity and memorization of parameter-efficient fine-tuning? Kaizhen Tan, Heqing Du, and Yang Feng of Carnegie Mellon University and Columbia University introduced a compression-based instrument for measuring how many information bits a parameter-efficient adapter actually writes into a frozen model. Using 64 token uniformly random sequences over a 2048 symbol vocabulary, yielding 704 bits per sequence, they separate memorization from prediction and show that LoRA adapters store substantially less than full fine-tuning. Full models reach 3.6 bits per parameter, while adapters plateau between 1.7 and 2.8 bits per trainable parameter under a matched 16,000-step budget. Capacity is not determined by parameter count alone. With about 37K trainable parameters, moving the update from attention to the MLP changes capacity from 1.3 to 2.43 bits per parameter, while reduced precision storage has little effect. The frozen base also matters dramatically. The same adapter memorizes 29% of random data on a randomly initialized base versus 98% on a Wikitext pre-trained base, while full fine-tuning of the random base reaches 99%. On Qwen 2, 5:0, 5B, canary exposure tracks written bits rather than nominal rank. Increasing rank from 16 to 64 raises exposure by 11 bits. Finally, comparing supervised fine-tuning with GRPO on verifiable rewards at similar task performance, supervised training continues, writing training-specific information and copies injected secrets, whereas GRPO's excess behavior write signal remains indistinguishable from 0. The results frame LoRA adapters, including those shared through model hubs or federated systems, as measurable, data-bearing artifacts rather than harmless skill patches. Let's explore the third paper, Sana Video 2 Hybrid Linear Attention, with attention residuals for efficient video generation. NVIDIA researchers introduced Sana Video 2, a video diffusion transformer, available at 5B and 14B scales that targets the quadratic cost of full softmax attention. Its hybrid architecture uses 75% gated bidirectional linear attention layers and 25% periodic gated softmax anchors in a 3-to-1 layout, preserving long sequence scaling while periodically restoring full rank token interactions. Block attention residuals, or ATNREs. Route completed 8-layer block summaries into later layers, so linear attention can reuse information refreshed by the anchors. This increases deep layer effective rank by 12%. The model is trained from scratch with flow matching, a resolution and duration curriculum, structured video curation, self-flow, diffusion DPO, and ReFL, rather than converting a pre-trained softmax model. On the VBench benchmark, the 5B model scores 84.3 after 40-step sampling, generating an 81-frame 480p video in 13.2s on a single NVIDIA H100. At a 720p 60s tensor shape, its compiled DIT forward pass is 3.2x faster than a matched full softmax baseline, with the advantage increasing as sequences lengthen. NVIDIA's Sol Engine deployment stack adds kernel fusion, diffusion caching, and sparse anchor attention, producing a separately measured 3.58x end-to-end speedup and enabling efficient high-resolution generation. The design draws on hybrid attention patterns explored in Qwen 3, Next, and Kimi Linear, but reselects the attention ratio for video and adapts cross-depth residual routing to bidirectional diffusion. That's a wrap on today's AI paper highlights. Thanks for watching.